everyone, so I want to start first by saying thank you. This is officially the end of Xmas. I did a video every single day for the month of December. Somehow, I still don't entirely know how I managed to get it all done, but it was the most wonderful distraction for the month of December, and I feel like I got to do a lot of the stuff that I wanted to do. I got to do a lot of the stuff that people were asking for, and I do feel really comfortable and confident heading into 2021. I have a lot of things that I'm working on, but I'm just really proud of myself that I've made it this far, because this is something that I've wanted to do for years. So I can't believe I managed to do it. I'm very, very proud of myself for that. So anyway, I wanted to express a huge thank you for everyone for showing their love and support and encouragement, because there's no way I would have been able to do this if it also wasn't for you. So thank you so much. I just can't stress that enough. This has been a really fun, rewarding thing for me to do this month. And on that note, the wrap-up video I wanted to do is something that I plan on continuing throughout 2021, which is a collective haul slash no-buy update. Depending on what they look like on certain months, it may end up being separated. I've talked before about how it was like, well, I would get new products and then I wouldn't talk about it, and people were a little critical of that, and I feel like rightly so. If I'm talking about not buying things, then I should talk about the things that I've received as gifts or PR or whatever the situation may be. That's totally fair. So I thought that I would do it. I may end up separating them if there's too many people who are interested in like specific no-buy content who also just don't want to see the things that I received as well, because I think that's also fair. I know myself, I've stopped watching things like that because I just don't want to see like the new products people got or to be triggered in any way. This is not what that's supposed to be. It's really just going to be like a, hey, this is what I've gotten, so you know, like the new things that are being added into my collection. So I want to start first with the no-buy part of it, because as many know, this is my third year of a no-buy. It is a no-buy at this point simply because of financial reasons. There's definitely products that I wish I could purchase for like gaps in my collection or experiences I want to have. Like I talked about in my indie wishlist video, I really wish I had more experience with some of those brands so that I can say, hey, this is what the shipping was like. This is what this experience was like with this brand. This is what these formulas are like. This is what they compare to. I know it's not necessary, and I feel like the direction of my channel is really shifting away from any kind of reviews and even just general makeup usage outside of like old school tutorials and like get ready with me's. So a little bit of that FOMO is missing, but I do struggle with that. Certainly seeing what other people have is something that I struggle with, especially when I look at other creators. I definitely find myself comparing myself to other creators, which I really despise doing because there's really no benefit to it. People have different concepts and focuses on their channels. People who do a lot of reviews are obviously going to have a lot more product. It just makes sense. It's not the way that I handle my channel, but it doesn't mean that I still don't struggle with those things and I don't still want to purchase things. And I definitely sometimes I'm like, oh, I wish I could switch things up a little bit, but I feel like I make the most out of what I have as well. And I feel like that's one of the things that I have going for me, which is one of those things that I want to lean into a little bit more and get even more usage out of my products, which is a continual goal, I guess. It's not just for a specific year or like a specific New Year's resolution or anything. I'm just always working on using the products that I have to get the most out of them. So that's something I hope to continue into 2021. Let me know if you have any suggestions or ideas for no-buy, low-buy related videos, if there are specific things you would like to see, whether it's things that I'm currently doing and you just want to make sure that I keep doing them, or if it's something you've seen on like other channels or just general ideas that you might have to say, hey, this could be a cool concept. Definitely share it with me. A lot of the ideas that are brought forward are very inspiring, and it helps me think outside of like, oh, I need new products to do this or to do that. So anyway, I do feel like it's collaborative sometimes. So I really thank everybody who has given their suggestions, because I have a long list of video concepts and things that I will try and, you know, kind of feel them out and see how the reaction is. Definitely leaning into a lot of the historical stuff as well, which doesn't require new products, so that's also a benefit of that as well. Plus I thoroughly enjoy doing those things. So anyway, not a whole lot else to talk about in terms of no buy. It's still going strong. I still haven't purchased anything. I am actually going to be demoted down to Beauty Insider at Sephora. How the mighty have fallen. I went from Rouge, and then last year was my first year, like 2020 was my first year as VIB, and now I'm gonna be Beauty Insider because I really haven't spent much money at Sephora at all this year. I'm pretty impressed with myself. Like, I've really managed to use a lot of the products I have and use them in different ways and just stretch the life of things for an entire year. Will 2021 be the same? Hard to say. I may end up needing to purchase some things that I run out of, but I'm not trying to pre-plan. I'm just taking the year as it comes. But you know, it really has been a year of little purchases for me. So I feel really good with the amount that I have spent makeup wise, because it's really just been things that I felt like I needed. So I thought that I would share the handful of new things I got for Christmas. These are the only things I got in the month of December. I have not purchased anything in the month of December, and I have not received like any PR or anything else. These are two separate Christmas gifts. So this is how it might be some months, or it might be like, hey, I got one thing, or hey, I got nothing, because it's not consistent. When I've talked about receiving PR, receiving gifts and stuff before, it is really random. Like, you really don't have control or often advanced knowledge of like when the stuff is actually going to show up. So this is where it stands right now. So I received a couple of really cool products for Christmas. Remember, this is a haul. I don't have like in-depth knowledge of these products yet because I've only had them for like a week. I got a sample of the Sorcerer Metamorphic highlighter from Ritual Defy. So this is the sample size of the highlighter. Little shimmery, sort of creamy highlighter. I've used it a couple of times. I also got, and I'm still keeping it in this little pouch, this is one of the Color Nectar Bombs from Ritual Defy. This is Ladybug, and that's what I have on my cheeks today. I actually used a little bit of the Metamorphosis highlighter as well, but it wasn't like intense enough for me, so I did end up layering some Kaleidos on top of it. This is Ladybug, the Color Nectar Balm, and this is what I used as my blush. I really want to do just a whole look with nothing but this, like just use it everywhere. I think it's really beautiful. And I really like the packaging. I really like the aesthetic of that brand for sure. And I got a Pat McGrath eyeshadow quad. I actually use this in my Valley of the Dolls makeup look when I was talking about the book, and this is what that quad looks like. So there's a pink, a dark brown, this is like a shimmery sort of like rose goldy color, and then this really cool shade. It's kind of very glittery. I wasn't expecting the texture. It's like this lavender silver sparkle, like that's what that looks like. It has such a weird texture to it. It honestly reminds me a little bit of the ColourPop Super Shock, which I know is such a weird comparison, but it's such a creamy shadow, but I think it has like a beautiful reflect. I've only used it once so far, so you know, just enjoy how pretty it shimmers. I think there's like some pink in there too. It's really quite unusual and very beautiful. I also got a lipstick from Proba Beauty. This is the shade Closer, and I did wear this in a video as well. So that's what that color looks like. I love brown lipstick. Any shade of brown I can get my hands on. And then I got this NARS lipstick, and it's the color Shop, and it is this pink. This was also used in that Valley of the Dolls video. So it's like a hot pink lip color. So that was Christmas gift number one, and then Christmas gift number two were two things that my son picked out for me. So he ended up choosing, I was not expecting this at all. He was very excited to give it to me. It's an eyeshadow palette from Sephora, and this is the Deep Warm eyeshadow palette, and that is what this looks like, little black package. And these are the shadows in there. I thought they were very pretty, so I thought that was super sweet. And the other thing is a cheek palette, and I have like, I have the box because I have his little tag on there where he wrote mom and he wrote his name. So sweet. I couldn't, he was so excited when he gave me this. He was so excited because he's like, it's so beautiful. This is the Empower Trio. So it's got like blushy, highlighty shades. Thought that it was pretty. It's always so sweet when he picks up products, and they always end up becoming things that I use really fondly. So those are all of the things I have for the month of December. I think the last thing I purchased was the Becca Under Eye Corrector from Sephora, and I believe that was like a day or two before December. And then my boyfriend brought me the Physicians Formula liquid eyeliner. I think that's about it. There's not really a whole lot. Like, I didn't get any other things. Like, I got a few body washes and shampoos and conditioner from my mom for Christmas, so that will help me as well, because she got me like the giant bottle of Olaplex, which I love. So that's about it. I know it's not super exciting. Like I said, some months are just like this. Some months it may actually be nothing, which is why I didn't want to make it like a separate video entirely, which is why it might end up just being a pure no-buy check-in if I don't get a single makeup product a month, which I'm totally okay with. You know, I'm not looking to get new makeup. I feel very happy with the amount of stuff that I have. So I just want to stress that as well, without it seeming like, oh gee, I wish I got more stuff, because I really don't. I really feel like I have plenty of makeup, more than enough really. So I feel like I'm overall in a pretty good place right now to start 2021. I'm really looking forward to all the fun things that the new year will bring, I hope. Fingers crossed, because 2020 was the worst year. It just was the worst year, and I'm really glad to be leaving that behind. Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day. Stay safe, take care of yourself. I'm taking a little hiatus. I'll be back somewhere around like the second week of January-ish. I really need to relax a little bit because this has been a very stressful month. So anyway, I will be coming back, but it won't be until like the second week of January. And my first video when I come back, I believe, will probably be a video about Sigma. So anyway, like I said, I've got a lot of stuff that I'm looking forward to sharing in the new year. Thank you so much once again for all of your support and encouragement for XOXO. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I really hope we get a chance to chat soon. Bye for now.